Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Calvino Noir. Now it's just Wilt and Siska. Ignaz and Ava have escaped from the city, which is good. And now we gotta go ahead and try and find our way to escape through the underground station. So, let's go ahead and head this way. And I think we've already explored a lot of this. Let's go ahead and take Siska with us. And hopefully that won't come back to bite us. Turn off our flashlight. This is the way that Siska used to escape those guards earlier. Maybe we shouldn't have taken this route and just did anyway. Well, we got a guard. Oh crap. Ooh. Alright. Oh dear. That was close. Holy crap, right before we got shot. I'm glad I've been putting the coins into leveling up. That makes Wilt a whole lot faster than he was before. Should we go ahead and choke out this guy too? The thing is I don't know if any of these guys are going to put up an alarm or anything, or shoot me right in the head. Well, good to know. Got quite a few guards to deal with, actually. So I'll tell you what, Siska. We'll leave you at where you are. And we're just going to rush through this area and see what we can do about choking out those guards without having any kind of base assistance or anything. Or not that Siska could really give us any assistance, but you know what I mean. So there's the guard that we choked out upstairs. And he's going to be working his way back down. We'll wait patiently for him. And then we'll see about taking care of that guard who just went down on the lower part of the screen. And I think that might be everything we have to deal with. I think there was another guard as well. I see his flashlight on the left. Okay, here we go. Actually, we'll get to see if any of the civilians raise an alarm. And choke out. Gotta hurry. Close the door. Nothing to see here, sir. And it looks like the people just get out of the way, which is good. It's that paranoia. It's not, you know, not my fight. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Cool. Not bad. Now, looks like we have to escape this way. Oh, it's down there. Oop. Ooh. Close that door. Are you coming this way? Nope, you're heading upstairs. Good deal. So let's see where this guy patrols down here at the bottom. And maybe Wilt can take him out, and then it'd just be smooth sailing. Oh, there's the end of his patrol. Come on. Easy, Wilt. I don't know when he starts turning back, so we need to... Quick and quiet. There we go. Good deal. Let's switch back to Siska. I could have just had Siska come with me, but didn't want her to get a case of lead poisoning. You know how that goes. As we have seen in this series, these guards are not very discerning on who they put a bullet in. And let's be quick here, just in case there are any other surprises. because that's the last thing that we want. But Wilt hasn't been shot yet, so excellent.
We can take the underground train to the industrial zone near the Zeppelin factories. We'll be there in an hour.
Sounds like you'll have a lot of fun.
You're not coming?
This isn't a hobby for me, Siska. If you want to hire me, then pay me. Or else, good luck to you.
You old mercenary, you.
Try Arno if you want to volunteer. He's always desperate for a chance to clear his conscience. Problem is, whatever he does, it's never enough. I didn't much enjoy the last war I fought in, and I'm not eager to sign up for another.
Siska watches intently as Wilt maneuvers through the crowd. She fidgets with the button of her worn jacket, waiting for him to change his mind, to turn around and re-emerge from the anonymous masses.
I don't think Wilt's that guy.
Siska learned a long time ago that waiting for heroes would never change anything. And she was cross with herself for having once more entertained such folly. Heroes were for children's stories. In life, she'd met only those who cared more and those who cared less. The locomotive's steam whistle is deafening. Siska buttons her coat and slips off towards the freight terminal.
Did we just lose? That's gonna suck. If we lose Wilt, we can't choke out any of the guards. And if Arno comes along with us, he can work machinery, but that's not gonna be... Ooh. That's not good at all. And this must be the...
Is he coming?
Arno's question fades unanswered in the darkness. Siska meets his gaze with a solemn shake of her head.
So, we have to do this without him. Maybe if we wait a little longer.
It wouldn't make a difference. He's not coming. A simple question of money. He wants more. I have nothing left to give to him. He figures he's in the clear with Randane now that Ignatz won't link him to the town hall documents.
Sadly, I cannot say that I'm surprised. It's just that I hoped for more this time. After everything that happened during those first few days of peace, I think he just wanted to protect himself. Not caring was a sensible choice. Now, the habit has become the man.
Let's see if we can get a little bit of insight into Wilt's character.
Have you known him for a long time?
Since the last days of a war which destroyed more than we can ever rebuild. Wilt was on the run from his regiment after killing a senior officer. A spat over a woman, a girl.
Oh, wow.
One morning my unit swept through a small town near Passau, foolishly hoping to find supplies amongst the ruins. Instead, I found Wilt, starving and alone, hiding from the world and delirious from exhaustion.
You didn't kill him?
I knew he was not one of ours, but something about his pathetic and weary eyes. I hesitated, only for a second. It was enough.
Did Wilt shoot you?
I too deserted, and we survived together somehow in the rubble for a few months. Not long after that, peace came.
Oh.
He didn't go home afterward?
Wilt cannot go home. The hangman's noose awaits him back in London, and he knows it. He lives like the lost exile he is. Forever temporary in a place that he doesn't understand and which doesn't want him. He tried swapping Vienna for Turin once. It made little difference. He was back here after only a few months.
I was tough on him earlier.
If you're worried you upset him, I wouldn't waste your time. He doesn't let much get to him anymore. Now, we should move.
Okay, well, I am not actually controlling Arno. And let's see if there's any money or anything to be had here. Yes, indeed. Elevator, go up. Got a ladder here. Looks like there's quite a bit to explore. Let's look through the keyhole. And Arno's not with me. He's just going along at his own pace. That makes me kind of nervous that he may be taking a bullet here at any time. Must be one heck of a rainstorm. Glad this place has really good flooding. Must have a really good flooding drainage system. Holy crap. That looks like a really deal with.
Smoke bellows from the colossal lip of the cooling tower. The stirrings of some steel titan echo from the cavernous chamber below.
Keep going. We need to find access to the lower levels.
Fair enough. We'll grab more money in the meantime. Well, if Arno's going to go ahead and just run after us.
Arno spits roughly, his throat coated with soot like bitter black chalk. Cold chimney silhouettes lurk in the smog, a thin forest of burned and barren tree trunks.
Whatever is inside, it's not a small-scale operation. The factory appears to have its own source of power.
Now this was an old Zeppelin plant. It doesn't seem to be the case anymore. And this all has to do with that explosive.
Now and then, human voices echo throughout the metal shafts connecting the lower levels.
We should be careful. It'll be harder to deal with any guards now that Wilt isn't around.
Yeah. Very much so. We miss you, Wilt. Already. And it looks like we can't access any of these this lower level at all. So that's interesting. Can we... I assume there'd be money over here. Nope. No guards yet. Maybe I've spoke too soon, though.
A cacophony of whirring, hammering, and drilling reverberates down the factory's corridors and air shafts.
Some of this reminds me of an automobile plant. But the dimensions of the components suggest something much bigger and heavier.
What are they making? And we can see how big this facility is. And here's our... This is the last little place we've got to go.
The squeal from nearby loudspeakers pierces the din. Moments later, the factory noise has receded. The tannoy transmits a sharp intake of breath. After a half-second pause, the speaker begins, his voice fervent and tinny.
Day 264 of Project Night Shift announcements will be followed by a special message from Mr. Baynor.
Okay.
Announcement. Sweater service disruption has been resolved. Maintain second-order targets of 6 completed units per week. Announcement. Quality must be assured. A cartridge failure rate of 2% is unacceptable. Announcement. Testing safety is paramount. Report cartridge leaks immediately. Assembly line fatalities must be reduced.
This sounds like a wonderful place to work.
Announcement. All workers to down tools for a special message from Mr. Baynor.
I would like to reassure our workforce that despite recent reports of abuse of our technologies, Rendane products are only distributed to trustworthy clients. Your work is essential for the continued safety of resident populations. Our products are bringing about a world in which war will be impossible, a forgotten legacy of another time. Only Rendane technologies can offer the required deterrent to would-be attackers and saboteurs.
What are you guys making?
Consequently, I am delighted to announce that we will soon be upgrading production lines to deliver the next generation Mark II Peace Enforcer unit.
Unscheduled announcement. Intruders detected. All security personnel to the northern assembly halls.
Oh crap.
The tannoy clicks off, and the approach of hurried and tense voices follows immediately. Siska looks to Arno to quell her panic, but finds only her own dread reflected in his frantic breathing.
I can't move. We're about to be shot, aren't we? Nope. They have ways of making us talk.
Arno stirs to the rasp of a dead bolt against a corroded steel door and opens his eyes to a cramped, unlit room. Siska lies inert on a bench in the corner. Even for a street kid, a blow like that will take a few hours to recover from. The heavy door swings open, and the room floods with light. Squinting, Arno can make out the figure of a tall man approaching through the glare.
Welcome to our facility. Though uninvited, we are not at all displeased to host you. As for your friend, the third one, is he also creeping about upstairs?
So they know about Wilt too.
Siska has come to her senses, and with effort, sits up as she listens to Torvik's confident voice command the small space of the holding chamber.
Not very talkative, I see. I guess we have here the young firebrand, Siska, and the wily old engineer, Arno. Ignaz had described you as an older man.
Whoa.
Ignaz? I thought you had left Vienna.
Oh, he tried. No doubt with some degree of help from you. He almost made it too. We apprehended him and his child in Gorizia. Anyway, we aren't here to gossip about others.
I hope they're okay.
Are they alive?
My dear, what do you take us for? We are in the business of hearts and minds, and a corpse will offer us neither.
Well, you really need to send that memo to your guards, who continually shoot me in the face.
What purpose does this secret facility serve?
We make no secret of it, old man. We are proud to be one of the world's leading producers of peace enforcement technologies. The war left some terrible scars. I think we would all agree. Many unfairly blamed the conflict on the technologies used. They wanted to destroy an essential and honest industry. Luckily, one way or another, these idealists were defeated. Now, we understand that the only way to safeguard peace is to always be ready for war.
What's that quote? The price of freedom is eternal vigilance?
You build weapons?
We don't build Arno. Our work operates on a higher level. We create fear. A perfect, productive fear.
Alright there, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Only fear is powerful enough to deliver us along the route to peace. It is our most prized ally.
Or Dr. Crane.
I gather that you yourself have extensive experience in this field, Arno. We are all aware of the wonderful work you did as part of the Battlefield Technologies unit during the war.
I did not choose where my skills were put to work. Before the war, I was happy as a medical chemist.
We could use your expertise round here. Think about it. Anyway, I have some other duties to attend to now. We'll continue our talk later.
With those words, Torvik is swiftly out of the door, leaving Siska and Arno once more in darkness.
And I bet the second talk will have to deal with hammers and dental tools and all kinds of torture implements.
With the sound of his footsteps receding, Siska becomes acutely aware of her throbbing head pain.
Okay, well...
I've heard enough from Torvik Noir for today. Let's get out of here.
Siska slips a hairpin from the sole of her boot and sets to work on the rusty lock of the airshaft cover. Takes her less than 60 seconds.
My, impressive. We should leave via the roof. There are fewer guards up there.
Wait, if what Torvik said is true, we can leave this factory of death intact?
I don't see any other option.
I know better than most what these machines will be used for, Arno. The beginning of every battlefield horror has its roots in a place like this.
It's probably Siska's orders, too. I'm really betting the fact that she's probably a Russian spy.
When you look upon it, you see only steel levers, copper wires, and rubber handles. But I see something different. I see ripped and flayed flesh, scattered like meat in the streets. I see it all, Arno. The swollen eyeballs, the shattered fragments of bone, the rotten pulp of guts tangled in barbed wire. I cannot leave while this place continues to function. We must destroy this facility.
I spent all my life designing things to work well. I suppose it shouldn't be too hard to do the opposite for a few hours. Let's move before I change my mind.
Good man. Alright guys, well it looks like we are down a Wilt and it's time for Siska and Arno to try and destroy this facility. Since we've reached a checkpoint, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here and then we will start exploring the rest of this place. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.